when really he started to look into cannabis, that's kind of when we got together, and he said, "Hey, this is what I see as an ag business, as somebody that is one of the largest ag producers. This is what I think the industry is going to head to, and this is how I think we could be disruptive and be a force in the industry." And then that idea really took hold, and and the rest is history.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that idea, because you have formed a pretty disruptive, cultivation where you're utilizing greenhouse technology. Is that right? And
Correct.
sustainable technology. Let's talk a little bit about that. Well, I mean, again, you applied the horticulture techniques from fruits and vegetables and applied that to cannabis. Is that right?
That's correct. I mean, really, when we saw the industry and we saw how uh, cannabis was being produced, you saw two ways. You saw obviously outdoor cultivation, which is very good, but it is very hard to build a stable supply chain off of outdoor cultivation because you're going to get one or two harvests a year, and with the consumer wanting fresh product, and there's going to be cycles throughout the year where you're not going to have that, and you're also obviously at the mercy of pests and diseases because it's a non-protected environment, and so uh, it is a little bit harder to control quality. Not to say that there's not great outdoor flower being grown. There is. It's just providing that consistency is harder to do. Then you had indoor cultivation, which obviously you have all the controls on the environment. You can produce very high quality, but it is one, highly non-sustainable. There's a very heavy carbon footprint with indoor cannabis, and then two, the cost to produce in an indoor setting are very high because you're recreating natural environment basically from scratch. And so when you look at greenhouse technology, it's a combination of both of those worlds. And I think how cannabis was being grown had more to do with the war on drugs. You